Yo, what is up guys? I'm here hitting you up with another Etheria restart video. Now the nerfs are alive and I want to show you a completely free-to-play Inferno Niconana speed team that everybody of you guys can use if you are missing every single SSR in this game. Even if you are missing Leon, I don't know how you would miss her. Here is your chance with only SR units. Quick thing in eigener Sache, I actually applied for the content creator program. This will probably, the process will be finished in a week or so, but when I'm in the content creator program, I will be receiving codes which I can give away to you guys, but I will only give away these codes to people who are actually subscribed to the channel, like the videos, and are part on the Discord server as well. So you don't miss out on the codes when they are coming. Oh, by the way guys, before I forget, let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next. Do you want to have a tier list? Do you want to have a guide for something? Do you want to have a character showcase? Just let me know in advance and I prioritize, because I have a lot of ideas I want to talk about, I want to cover. There's so much stuff. But yeah, just so if you want to see something in particular, let me know. Okay, there we go. We have a complete free-to-play team here with only purple units, and it is a DPS team with Ditting. If anyone in the comments not saying I don't have a Dyna, I don't have a Ditting, then I gotta say skill issue at this point, because more free-to-play friendly than that it cannot get any more for Inferno difficulty as well. So we're bringing the Marvel. The Marvel you actually want to have quiet fast. You want to have him around plus 170 speed with a codex shell. That's what you want to have on him. The reason is you want him to move first, apply the speed down, the resist down for your Dyna to land her debuffs, and so on and so forth, and then that he can lap a second time before the minions get their turn, so you can cast his S3 another time, so your units get their turns before the minion get their turns. Then we got the Dyna. Dyna has no skill ups. She's using the Dark Moon. You want to have the Dark Moon. Obviously, if you do not, if you cannot farm Sharon Inferno, which I guess you probably will not, ignore the Swift Smite part, because that is not important for you. The important part is that you speed tune correctly, that your Dyna is kind of quick with a lot of accuracy. And the reason why we want to use Dark Moon is because the Dark Moon lands on the big boy here, and that you reliably land your diva buffs more often, and she doesn't need to use the S3 2 times in a row. 1 time is enough, and with the Dark Moon you increase your chance of actually landing the debuffs. Then, as per usual, Valerian is just Valerian. I skilled up her S2 yesterday, but ignore that. S3 is what you need. And then in terms of what you want to use, Time Weave is a good option. And what else? Doesn't really matter too much. You can use the Gigabyte, you can use Artisan for a little bit more survivability. Then last but not least, we have the Ditting. The Ditting you want to play on a Momentum Fury build. I play him with Count. You gotta test with your shells what is the best damage, if you want to go with White Fang, or you want to go with Revelation, or if you want to go with Count. I feel like the choice should be between White Fang and Count overall. And then you go with the set with decently high stats. Obviously he needs to be maxed out, and you are good to go. With this build, with the Count, we're going double crit damage, crit rate, not with attack, because, or do I have attack? No. Okay, double crit damage, because with the Count we get extra attack stats, so we do not need that high of attack. Now let's see how this works. Now we're starting off with Marvel S3, then followed up with the Dyna. She lands her debuffs. Now this team still has a little bit of RNG involved, depending on how reliable Dyna does land her debuff. So if you can at least invest 2 skill ups into Dyna's S3, that would help. Currently, what you're seeing right here, she does not have a single investment to that. Now, you can obviously improve on this team if you add some SSR to the mix, which I will show in a minute, since I have 2 more setups for you guys for Niconana with Ditting as the main DPS, and you're good to go. As you can see here, we're getting through that quite easily. I would highly recommend to replace the Gigabyte from the Valerian with a Artisan, because that adds to the survivability. You could also add, for more survivability, replace that Dark Moon shell on the Dyna with a Artisan to make sure that your units survive. Now for setup number 2, we are actually going to replace Valerian with Tsukiyomi. Now Tsukiyomi is also a great choice, and in my opinion makes this run even safer if you can replace Valerian with her, because she speeds up the process. Because with a Tsukiyomi in the team, also you not only have the attack buff on your Ditting, but you're also getting 2 more things. You're getting the S3, which pushes your Ditting, you get the attack buff, and you get the speed buff, which helps a lot in Niconana. Especially as you can see here, we didn't land the speed down, now we land the speed down, now we're getting buffed, now we can push Ditting again, so he gets his turn faster. And once Tsukiyomi moves again, she's gonna use her S2 and then resets the S3 off Ditting, and you will be able to clear it with him too. There is still a little bit of RNG involved even with that team because of that stupid left minion, because that one actually, if he stuns your Ditting, this run gets a little bit unsafe, but if you can manage to get through that, that helps. So if you play and work with Artisan, that works. So for Tsukiyomi, for example, you don't necessarily need Codex to spam S3 2 times. You can also use Artisan and then go S3 S2. That works out as well. I have a team for all the Lily enjoyers out there, so it's still the same thing. We just replaced on the first team we used Valerian, the second one we used Tsukiyomi, and now for the third one we are gonna use Lily. Same thing again. Actually the Codex might not be a good choice because we do wanna reset. Let's see if we can if she's doing S2 2 times in a row, or if she's doing S3. But actually you don't want to have Codex on Lily. You want to use Artisan, I guess, at this point, just for the safety really. And because with the Lily, you want her to use it as free to reset your Ditting, and then that you can follow up with a second S3, and that second S3 will then kill Niconana. Now on the other hand, what would be another replacement you could potentially use? That would be, instead of a Lily, a Beyontin. But if you use Beyontin, you want to have her S2 at level 4 for the 2-turn skill cooldown reduction for the Ditting, so that she uses her S3. He literally says for 1 HP. So she uses S3, you get an attack buff and a crit damage buff for your Ditting, and then once you use this S3, she follows up with the S2, boosts the Ditting up, and then he can do his S3 again. Now those were the 3 teams I wanted to show you with the free-to-play option as the first team. So guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.